together, are we at our core not just speaking to one person? So I would like us to think about and talk about a couple things. So think about your own work. Who are you speaking to? How has this evolved the form your work takes? Is the person you're speaking to a living person? Do you know each other personally? Is it a group of people, an institution, a memory, a place, or something else?
Yeah,
Is the person you're speaking to somebody who will ever read your work? When you're writing an application and it asks who your work will benefit and who your demographic is, how do you answer, and is it honest? I put that at the end because I feel like I fucking hate that question, and I hope this can be a way of reconnecting to our work outside of the way that our careers ask us to legitimize it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that when I answer that question on applications, it's not honest. No, it's just the financially viable answer.
Oh
There's many sub questions under this big question, and I've knocked over pens. So anyone want to start us off?
I love your considered expansion of that question, just as a comment, because I feel, that's really sharp and thought-provoking. Those questions.
Yeah, it really breaks down every level almost to consider it, which is important because we're not even like questioning those levels anymore somewhat because we're so used to
Yeah, I wouldn't even thought of those questions unless I'm hearing those questions appearing like that. And I just felt, oh shit, we definitely should consider these. But for some reason, I don't even have that intuition to come up with those questions myself. So I really thank you for that.
Yeah. I think it would be hard for me to ask myself these questions, but it felt more fluid to ask you. And that, you know what I mean? I feel like the process of, on one hand, I feel really lucky that I get to, do my PhD, do art, get paid, blah, 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 but I also feel really disconnected from it because it's turned into this whole other thing. And I'm hoping I also need to consider these things, and I haven't been in a long time, so.
It's really funny because this question came up during one of my mentorship meetings, and it was also in relation to who do you do your art for, right? Who do you want to witness what you do? And it was really interesting to think about that as well. And the answer that I came up with was basically to my younger self, what I imagined that a younger me would need to see, to witness, to experience, to learn. And kind of branching out all the other people who somehow have similar experiences and who would need something like this as well.
I think when I was younger, I'd just be, I don't know, I think when I was really young, I tried to copy adult things that I see. So I'd be right, I've written a contract, or I was obsessed with making official things when I was really young. I don't know why. And just when you're doing a signature and it's just scribbles and all of that stuff. And then I think when I was a teenager, what got me writing poetry was anger. Just that feeling of anger. I remember something happened to my friend and I just got really angry and I wrote a poem. And I don't know who I was addressing that poem to, possibly the symbol of that anger and whatever that meant in relation to institutions or who you're addressing. I guess that was maybe when my work was more didactic kind of thing. I felt like I was, I don't know,
What does that
had something to prove. When you're trying to put a moral comment on it, or make a point. I think I don't know how I got out of writing like that, probably with therapy. I think once I started therapy, I wasn't so much needing to do that, although I do find anger quite motivational. And yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm talking to like a lack of something. So like an absence of someone or an absence of something. But I feel like I can't really directly write to maybe one particular person that might bring up these ideas. That feels a bit too far or too like, I don't know, like I can't quite do that. Even though maybe like I am talking to, occasionally I'll like write with a friend or lover in mind. But again, I don't think it's like as simple or direct as like one person. It kind of just comes together in my head. And maybe I write to the idea of what I want to be a lot.
Constructing self through
poetry. And I think I
Yeah.
do that a lot by rejecting other things, and I wonder how much is reactionary. It's just kind of how I got into art, really. I'm feeling hungry. So yeah.
What do you reject?
I guess like maybe it's an idea of what, like, you know, when you're younger and you have form ideas about what it means to be smart and what it means to like have something to say, and like I think I'm addressing those ideals